Hey everybody, clearing. I'm really feeling a deep heart call to go into feminine support today. Let's just see where it goes. We're going to do a masculine read as well. And for all the masculines who are really looking for information on where the feminine is at, what the journey is like, I'm going to see about going a little bit further into it than normal, than typical this morning for the feminine side. And let's see what we get. So I'll start with where the feminine is at emotionally, mentally, and physically in their life, and follow spirit guidance for anything else that may come through. So let's dive in. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful twins that join me here. What is it that we can see in the highest? I always love to have a candle going. I forgot to light it before I started, so what is it that we can see in the highest? What are the divine feminines navigating emotionally, mentally, and physically at this time? Okay. Aw. Beautiful. So I'm going to pull some guidance, but emotionally we have the Sun card. This has come up twice on the headspace for the masculines over the last couple of days. We do have the Two of Cups and the Son of Cups. So feminines are keeping an open mind. They know the divine has highlighted this connection in their lives, and that is their truth of all truths. On the emotional level, the personal love between the masculine and the feminine, it's here, throat chakra, but apparently there's some communication that could come in to assist with bringing that into either the physical or into more of a solid foundation. Take it how it resonates. Whatever the next natural unfolding would be, the feminines are just poised and ready for that, and total receptivity for love coming to the feminine. This is introspection. So the feminines are just hanging out, knowing that they have tapped into self-love, knowing that their connection to source is where it's at, and curious about where the masculines are in reciprocal energy. So for some, there has been some communication, and the feminines are inspired at this time. For some, they haven't had communication yet, and they are feeling it energetically coming. Let's see what the spirit guidance is for this. Yeah, truth. Truth and purification. Purification came out in the reverse, so I believe this is the masculine. It landed, let me show you how it looked on my table. So the sun is the truth of all truths, as I was just saying, and purification landed on the Two of Cups. So this is really talking about the purification process still underway to be in alignment with twin. I'm taking this as mostly the masculines are needing to follow suit and purify their life in some way, so that whatever has been holding them back, whether it's beliefs, people, places, things, that purification is the letting go of all the things that are not love, that are not harmonious with this twin love. So that's the spirit guidance, feminines, that there is a purification process underway, but hang on to this truth. This is the truth, the enlightenment. This is the most assurance you can get in a tarot card. It's happiness, and it's divinely guided. So just know what is written on your heart is there for a reason, feminines. Okay, for the conscious mind, what do we have? Wow, this is incredible energy, feminines. It's so beautiful. So we've got legacy, long-term abundance, physical realm, provision, This is the happy, healthy home. This is generosity. This is truly aligning with long-term success. And having said that, it is the eternal energies anchored in the 3D. And then 2 powerful cards of manifestation. This is tapping into the womb portal. The triangle represents the womb portal, and those magical clouds are all the potentials that you are being invited to really consciously design at this time, feminines. So pay attention to any flashes of insight, any beautiful glimpses into alternative realities or what life might be like down the road. You know, like, pay attention to the things that are coming to you consciously. This can also be dreams, I'm feeling. For some, this can be an increase of dreaming of your masculine. And the Magician here. You have collected all of the tools needed for your long-term success and for manifesting your highest and best timelines. You are in perfect alignment for your own benefit here, for the deepest of self-love, feminines. Let's get a spirit guidance for this. Protection. I was feeling with purification that protection was the thing. Leadership and simplicity. So feminines, continue to just trust the process. Trust that everything you're being shown, let's say behind the scenes, because it feels a little bit solitary for the feminines at this time. There might be just an awareness that you are meant to be going within to crystallize your own vision at this time. And I'm getting a sense it's not as lonely as that might have been in the past, that it's really a comfort and a deep surrender. Simplicity and leadership are in the reverse here, and I'm really feeling to read these reversals. I don't usually in this deck, but I'm feeling they are the masculine contribution at this time. And so it is really up to the masculine to excel with this simplicity and leadership. Feminines, your connection is being protected. So whether it's the divine that has put a cap on what's able to come in right in this now moment, this part isn't for the rest of April, because April is going to be something else. I just keep feeling that it's right now that this energy feels like a becoming behind the scenes. It's another kind of growth spurt, but a growth spurt of accommodating the peace, the simplicity, the receptivity. So feminines are waiting for the masculines, but not in the waiting energy. They're in the trusting the process energy, while the masculines continue to perfect this simplicity with their own leadership. So this is interesting, because what's coming to me on this is how often the masculines are not very wordy with returning text messages, with initiating things. There is a real, what would be called breadcrumbing or need to know basis, or understated. You know, the masculines truly believe they're keeping things simple in that motion. But what I was just shown is that the divine aspect of this simplicity, there's a communication again, is going to be even more focused as the masculines continue to step into what is appropriate leadership for them and for your connection. The simplicity will become elegance rather than caution, is how I'm feeling it here. So just know that until the masculines, feminines, until the masculines come into that elegant aspect of the simple communication, your connection is being protected, because it's when it is not cautious but elegant that it can really roll out in the ways that it's meant to, in a beautifully divinely guided way that reluctance for the masculines to complicate things when their energy is volatile, like in karmic situations. Sort of not the same though, because karmic situations are like a quicksand. They pull you in, not like this twin dynamic. It's so funny. I'm going off on tangents. So the twin dynamic feels like, why isn't it just flowing like all the other karmic situations that have felt magnetic? Why isn't it just rolling out that way? Because it's divinely protected. It doesn't just steamroll ahead like so many other karmic situations. So trust that process. Oh, I even lost my own train of thought as I was having that spirit guidance. So hopefully all of you watching out there have followed and have tuned into your own discernment while watching this. I know many that find my channel, you already know many of these energies, and they are confirmations. That's a beautiful thing. I really love you, viewers. I love you, soul family. I love you, divine feminine and masculines that watch my channel. It's so rad to meet you and to experience your energies and have you ping-ponging the light and love between us all. Okay, so let's move on. I'm sure if that message is meant to come back, it will. But let's see what's going on in the feminines 3D world. Oh, wow. Feminines, you're on fire. Here is divine feminine energy on the path of destiny and reunion. The Six of Cups is the reunion card. So front row and center feminines, you are in alignment for reunion as divine feminine, surely on your destined path. So masculines, don't doubt it. Your feminine is where she needs to be, where they need to be. What is the spirit guidance for the feminines in this alignment? Relaxation. Take a load off, feminines. Just kick up your feet. I double dog dare you to get in a hammock this weekend or in April. Divine Feminine Challenge for the month of April. Kick back in a hammock. Oh great, I'm like, where's my hammock? I'm gonna have to do that. So it's time to kick up your feet. It's time to really see yourself for this incredible work that you've done, feminine. You have earned your rightful place to just appreciate. Look at that moon. That is divine feminine energy. You've understood the cycles. You have understood that cosmic sharpening wheel, feminines, the birth, death, rebirth. You've been tempered in the fire. You are finely tuned, feminines. You are in this energy that is truly walking in the presence of mastery. I'm in awe of this feeling, because you know, from the time we incarnate, really, we long for this. And what I'm seeing is there is an arrival here. So feminines, just really, if you're not seeing that, if you're not just completely and utterly at peace in your life, no matter what comes at you, it just doesn't stick. You don't take things personally. You are just in an energy of easygoing, chilling, and being you. If you're not there yet, actually reach out for a session. I'm about to open up my bookings for next week, a couple of days, just so everybody knows. I'll reach out to those on my wait list. And I will be putting more time availability over the next couple of weeks. I just don't know what it is until a day or two before. So check back kind of frequently, because I will be opening it up. But I do have a wait list I'll get to first. So don't fret. Yeah. Okay, so for the masculines out there that are really wanting to know where their feminines are at with what they're thinking of the connection, what they're hoping, wishing, how they're feeling for you, let's dive into that. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful Divine Feminine Collective, Divine Feminine Higher Selves. I welcome you here to share exactly the right messages with your cross-watching masculine and the masculine collective. What is it we can see about how the feminines are thinking of the connection at this time? Feeling for the masculine on the heart space, wishing for the connection, what actions are the feminines taking, what is the biggest challenge, what is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge, where is the energy going from the feminine side in the month of April, we'll say. So what are they thinking? King of Swords in the reverse with the Five of Cups. Oh, the feminines are really wondering if the masculines see the love through all of the history, the shared history. They are wondering where the masculines are at. Feminines have not had communication possibly with this King of Swords in the reverse. They might be feeling a disconnect from the masculines at this time. And they're seeing the love in it regardless. The Five of Cups in the reverse highlights the love that's there, even sight unseen. So feminines have truly come into not only giving the benefit of the doubt that the masculines, that you masculines are on your own journey and you are just doing you, you are becoming the perfect counterpart behind the scenes, you are rising up to match the feminine in that motion. But the feminines know that the divine has shown them this love and that it's not up to the human masculine to prove that love. It's all an unfolding. The feminine is no longer needing that approval or acceptance from the masculine as the first go-to priority. The feminine knows this is a spiritual journey. And so even though there isn't a huge statement of truth from the masculines, the feminines are seeing the love regardless, or are beginning to. So good job, feminines. So masculines, your feminine trusts you. They trust that nothing you're doing is personal attacks on the feminine. Okay. Yeah, that can be a tender statement. So I want to just catch you all up who have heard that and maybe cringed a little, because there are karmic situations where karmic masculines, narcissists, imbalanced, unhealed connections feel very, very magnetic, and the twin journey isn't that. If anything, when a divine masculine and feminine are experiencing separation, there's a disconnect that creates the conditions that pulls the healing to the surface. Not necessarily, and really quite rarely, is it a aggressive or directed blow, personal dig, pointed in anger at the counterpart. And I really hesitate to say it could ever be violent. Like, if there is abuse, no, that's not a divine relationship. That's a really dense karmic situation, and get free from that. That's not what we're talking about here. And I failed to say divine masculine and divine feminine does not mean boyfriend, girlfriend, or gender, take it how it resonates. That's not what we're talking about. This is, for those just joining, I must have an influx of new viewers because this comes out once in a while, that this is really something that you would have been shown and had confirmed by the divine. I think if you're with me to this point though, you know that. But let's carry on. So what are the feeling on the heart space for the masculines? Two of Swords in the reverse with the Ace of Swords. Exactly. This is exactly. So head and heart are in alignment here for the feminines. This is a very similar message to this conscious mind. The Two of Swords in the reverse is my card of going deeply within to see the love. And look here, this Ace of Swords is that truth that sets you free, the higher truth, the one that attaches or connects through the crown chakra. So it's a heavenly guided truth. It's the divine perception. So feminines have gotten really good at going within for divine truth when sight unseen energies puts them into solitude in the connection. So it's on the heart space, which is causing the emotional balance for the feminines to ground this, to be truly receptive and to be relaxed in this relaxation where they're just chilling at peace, in harmony, just being, existing in a lovely energy. That's what this is. So the feminines have worked through the crossroads, the not knowing. There's a surety here. There's clarity, profound clarity on the heart space, which means emotional responses are in alignment, emotional equilibrium. This is the inner working of how the mindset, the beliefs, coordinate emotional responses. Mastery of free will. That is our perception and what we choose to do or not about that. So feminines have come into that staying power. Beautiful. What are the feminines wishing for the connection? There's the star for the second time, and here we have divine masculine in the physical. This is the King of Pentacles. He's in the reverse. They're in the reverse, but the feminine is again trusting what will be, that this connection and all other things in the feminine's life right now are destined. I'm just going to pull that up. Reunion is destined. If that's what's meant to come in at this time, I really truly feel that most of the feminines listening to this know that reunion is coming. Either they already have plans to connect in the month of April, or they know and sense on the deepest levels that they are in the right alignment and the only result is reunion. So that's for those who have never had a romantic connection with their twin, physical connection, and for those who are in separation from having had, let's say, more of a traditional relationship. It's all here. And for those in union already, this is a deepening. This is the soul level merging in the physical, the final stages of union that glues you together for life, I'm hearing. So this King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is the life partner. Really that power couple thing, but also possibly going to bed together and waking up in the morning. That is that kind of a thing. So the feminines know whatever this destined path is, it has its twists and turns and surprises for a reason. And we're getting better and better at understanding those bumps in the road, the apparent hiccups or the roadblocks in the moment rather than in hindsight. So there are lots of reasons why the masculine may not be fully side by side with the feminine in every way right now, but the feminines are truly wishing for that, but also keeping that emotional equilibrium and just doing them in the meantime. There is a wish, though, masculines, for this to come into being, and feminines, that is a powerful manifestation awareness to have, because you do have to vote for your preference for it to come in to your reality. Okay, what is the action that the feminines are taking? Oh wow, Justice in the reverse. So this is legal matters, this is divorces, this is doing anything that in the 3D prevents full-on commitment, is what I'm hearing. The feminines are walking away from karmic partners right now. They're walking away from situations that have been obligations. They're walking away from anything that doesn't allow for justice to be present in the twin connection. So masculines, if you've wondered if your feminines are actually leaving karmic situations. At least emotionally, they have fully checked out of those things, and it's only a matter of time for the legalities to follow suit. Take it how it resonates. There are so many things. So if you know masculines who are cross-watching, if you know your feminine has needed to walk away from certain things, please give her the benefit, or them the benefit of the doubt that emotionally they certainly have, and that denser 3D realm of the becoming is on the way, because the emotional disconnect has happened. So whatever stage the feminine is at with walking away from anything that keeps this connection from being full on, the feminine is en route doing that. Okay, that I'm hearing also that can be addictions on for anything. Self-loathing, I'm hearing self-defeat, self-esteem. So that also is being reconciled, but there may have been legal implications or contracts involved with that process that the feminines have now committed to bringing justice to and finalizing. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines? The Chariot. We got the King of Swords for the second time in the reverse. I'm just going to pull the headspace back here, because here he is here, and here he is here. The Chariot is the card of bringing momentum in, because all of the energetic layers are in alignment with the reality that we're seeking. So the feminines truly are in that receptive energy where they know it takes two, and they're not wanting to chase or force anything, so they're kind of hanging out. The biggest challenge right now is staying on appropriate mission. I heard staying busy, but being accountable for their own energy in excellent ways, even though they are feeling so pulled to the masculine and curious, with very little communication right now and movement. But the feminine's biggest challenge is just staying in that emotional equilibrium, despite what I'm hearing, the final test, despite what the 3D reality is offering right now. So feminines in this, know that there is a lot of opportunity for you to expand. You are an infinite creature. And when I see this combination, it really asks to go within to your own truth and put down ego. You are infinite, so there's always work to do. And that does not mean that it has to be hard, grueling work, that you are broken and disintegrated and there's no hope for you. Don't take it that way. If you're in that energy, trust the healing and open up to be curious what there could be. But this is also the realm of getting activated into service, giving of self, divine channeling, letting your life be an instrument of the divine, becoming an artist as a way of life, so that everything you say and do is an expression of divine love. So if you're sitting around focused on your masculine and not utilizing this time on earth in beautiful and positive ways, get your focus in the right direction by finding what you can do that will inspire yourself and others on a daily basis. Expand those things. Life-affirming energies align with growth. Having open curiosity and wonder brings in new channels for that growth. And obviously your uniqueness, there's only one you. And so even if there are other people in the world doing certain things, you're still meant to utilize your gifts and talents to express the way that only your soul can. So while you're waiting for your masculine and movement and this, you might just bring it in if you step more surely onto your own path. I do want to say also that feminines, yes, this journey can be quite challenging, exhausting. I'm hearing some of your higher selves saying, I've been doing that, I'm exhausted, it's not getting anywhere. Well, feminines, it is moving energetic mountains. It is changing the planet. It is changing everybody you come in contact with. It's giving them permission to be more fully them. And yes, that is hugely energetic work. And yes, you probably are tired on some levels. But that is also another aspect here. You're meant to come into the self-love and balance so those kinds of things don't exhaust you anymore. So if you are experiencing exhaustion, part of the benevolence, the protection of your union is giving you the space right now to balance those energies out, to come back into self-love. So that is nutrition, exercise, rest, drinking water, having loving thoughts, all the things, but also just allowing those to integrate so that you come back into an energized state. When you come into union on a more full-on level, you don't want to be relying on the energy you're getting from your masculine. You want to be that self-fulfilling perpetual motion machine in and of yourself. So that's what I'm really feeling here. But let's see what spirit guidance would say, feminines. It's time to really get your toroidal flow going through your chakras so that you are humming along without feeling those dips in energy at all, regarding your masculine directing their attention towards you or not. That's the message here for the feminine reading across the board, is just that fine-tuning of energetic accountability for your own happiness, but also for your own biology, literally for your cellular biology here. Because it can also be very energetically draining to be around your masculine if you're not holding your own. It's not only because of the temptation to go into a codependent reliance on the masculine's shows of affection or not. Of course, that feels amazing, but you have to be there in your own right, or that will be very challenging to your nervous system, feminines. Really allow this to continue to do the fine-tune adjustments so that your physiology can support those higher frequencies in a sustained way. It's a real thing. Okay, what is the spirit advice? 8 of Wands, energetic frequency, and my card for the 3D. Yeah, work on your energy. Of course that channeling just came through like that. This is all about the love between you and your masculine. The 8 of Wands is Cupid's love messages, the arrows of love, but that is also this profound energetic connection you have with your masculine. You are in a becoming phase where you're anchoring those light codes between the two of you. You're anchoring the continuity. I'm being reminded of the twin flame meditation that's come through before, the infinity symbol. So for feminines, I'm just going to step through it again. I've only shared it once on one of the previous readings, but this is really, when the 3D card comes up, it means that the energetic continuity is there through the 3D. The 3D is a conduit for this energy. And so, okay, so here we go. I am just going to share it. So pretend you're standing in front of your twin, facing each other. I love you, I love you. And you have a figure 8 coming between you like this. So imagine you're breathing out violet flame going through your twin's heart chakra, coming up through the high heart, and having that high heart lotus blossom and energize the energy into a magenta color, and breathing it out. You, divine feminine, breathing it in, having that violet flame transmute into fiery magenta, exhaling to your twin, divine masculine, breathing in the violet flame and energizing it up through unconditional love, blooming that high heart chakra into magenta and being sent back and cycling the eternal flame between the two. So that is essential right now, to anchor these energies in and ground the energetic connection between the twins, so that there isn't that magnetic north-north, south-south repelling in physical proximity, or anchoring these things into mission together. So if you're already in union, these energies might be what's needed to really activate next level mission templates and downloads for what you're meant to be doing together. Wow, yeah, good stuff. I think I'm going to do 2 videos. This one's getting really long and it'll be tomorrow before it uploads. So I will definitely do the masculine read in part 2. Where's the connection going? Oh, wow, yeah. So from the feminine side, we have the 8 of Wands again. So focusing on the energetic, it's in the reverse here. So this can be air travel and separation. There's reunion here. The feminines might be traveling towards the masculines. The masculines and feminines might be hopping on planes in April. So interesting. This is bringing things out of separation. In a lot of 5 of Pentacles cards, there's not that home is where the heart is kind of energy, and this is it. Feminine's home is where the heart is, and the divine is showing you the way home. Not even necessarily the things your masculine has done, because there has been a journey, hasn't there? And so keep trusting that intuitive guidance, keep trusting that you are never alone. And this really is bringing in physical connection. This is bringing things into the 3D, and we're seeing a very deliberate, I'm hearing gradual and sure pull into closer and closer harmony. Okay, let's get a card now. Those ones. Get a card for the masculines cross-watching. What is it that we can see for the feminines, or for the masculines cross-watching for their feminine? Oh, wow, it flew onto my candle flame. The 55, time to heal. So masculines, doing that healing is the most important thing you can do. As we've seen, the feminines are really in a fine-tuned level of the personal accountability and healing here. It's really the subtle energetics. So do that as well. Snakes shed their skin. So masculines, you might also be feeling like so many changes are manifesting in your life. Let that just kind of come off of your back like a snake shedding their skin. Every time you have a new awareness, a level up, a breakthrough, just imagine you are a snake shedding its skin, shedding the old skin. No skin off your back. It's not a big deal. You'll grow a new one. But just keep letting it go, masculines. Lots of new beliefs, concepts, awarenesses, and physical changes happening for you. Shedding the snake's skin is a physical action, a physical motion. So yeah, it can be uncomfortable. You've outgrown your situation, and you have to break free from those old things that are outdated, obsolete. It is the natural process. So snake medicine here, masculines. And oh yeah, transformation is beautiful. Oh, a surprise card. Be playful, and time for beginner's mind. Yeah, masculine, shed the old burdens, shed the old pressure, shed the old constriction, and trust this process of transformation. Have fun with it. Be playful and keep an open, fresh, come what may sort of energy here, because yeah, it's like you're learning to spread your wings for the first time, masculine, and that is truly because there is such profound safety in this connection. Aho. Did I just say aho? I did. It just came out. Now I understand where that originated. And for the feminines, love beams to you all. Feminines, I'm so joyfully pleased that you joined me here. Oh, and on the floor we have time to collaborate in the reverse. So that means it's coming. Not quite time yet, feminines. And I know I had a comment yesterday about it's always time, it's just free will. Well, there are a lot of other free wills involved, and there are lots of opportunities as the masculine and feminine bust the paradigms of karma and totally rewrite the systems and templates on the earth. All of the becoming, the firsthand experience that each has to have in their own right qualifies them to collaborate. And so there are still life lessons and firsthand experience. It's not because the feminine and masculine aren't holy, sacred, amazing beings that are somehow not meant for union. It's because there's work to do. There is a beautiful becoming to experience so that the testament of the process can be shared and utilized as a teaching for others in society, for humanity. This is the time of transformation on the planet. And the way that the twins arrive at union is the teaching. So almost time to collaborate on some new level, feminines. And then we have be here now and set healthy boundaries. That's the edge. I'm going to turn these over. I'm getting just dizzy. So be here now and set healthy boundaries. Just keep on that edge, feminines. Just keep in the balance. This is the temperance. And you're doing it. You are making those micro subtle energy adjustments as you come in to more and more elegant alignment as well. Okay, I'm going to stop that there. That is part 1. Wow, what a beautiful, nice reading today for the feminines. And I will be back later after some personal readings for the masculines. Bye for now.